Hello, 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 my beautiful friend. Hello. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining. It's raining where I'm at. It's actually very beautiful. I'm just sitting here in this really comfortable swing. A lot of things going on in my mind. Okay, let me get my thoughts together. Thinking about how much stuff I've had to give up. Like at first, when I was about to do the message, it was like, man, I've lost so much, but I didn't. I literally gave up the things that I didn't want anymore. It wasn't a loss. It was because the people, the 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 things that wasn't fulfilling to me, it wasn't uplifting me, it wasn't making my light shine brighter, I had to literally let go of. And it wasn't an easy thing to do, you know. It's like when we kids, right? And we have a toy that we not touching at all, and knowing good and well that we didn't play with that toy for months, and then a new kid comes over for a play date, and then that new kid touches that toy that was dusty in the corner that nobody touched, and now the kid wants that toy. Like all of a sudden I want that toy. And that instinct right there, that instinct to want to hold on to something that is not doing anything for us, because if it was doing something for us, we would be playing with it, we will be, appreciative of this thing. That's like jealousy right there. Like, oh, that's mine, but when something is yours and when something is for you, if you're using it, if you're appreciating it every single day. And I get up here, and a lot of the times, all the times that I'm talking, the stuff that I'm talking about is because of when I didn't love myself, when I wasn't aware of my own greatness, when I used to shrink myself into small little boxes to make people comfortable, or when I used to make a fool of myself, just being a drunk and just doing dumb shit, and making people laugh. They was laughing at me. They wasn't laughing with me. I was laughing at myself because, I wasn't behaving in a way that was how I should have been behaving, like a fucking goddess. And I'm thinking about, like, I live in 2 suitcases, okay? I travel around the world, and I'm so grateful. And I live out of 2 suitcases, right? And every time I leave a place, it's hard a little bit, because it's like, damn, I gotta pack. And then it'd be like, Chanel, oh, I just told myself today, don't even address yourself like that anymore. Whether your name is changed legally or not yet, it's Love. Okay, so Love. This is not a sad thing that you have to pack up your bags and you got to go someplace new. Like, if anyone else could change their life with you, and believe me, it's a lot of people that I know be hating on me. Oh my God, I love you. You can create your own life too. Don't hate on me. Please don't waste your energy. People would love to switch their lives with me in a heartbeat. That I literally do not have a home yet. That I travel around from country to country, from city to city, all over the world in 2 suitcases, right? Heavy as fuck suitcases. Because it's all my stuff. It's all the stuff that I own, minus some things that are being held for me of sentimental value. But even then, if those things didn't exist anymore, it would still be okay, because I hold all my memories inside of my heart anyway. That people would switch their life with me in a second to just be able to live how I live, so don't feel sad. It's new every time. It's new every time I get to go someplace, or it's familiar if I'm returning to someplace that I haven't been before. it's a new adventure, but it kind of has that little bit of sadness, because it's like, I don't know what's next, right? That's literally me living and walking in faith. I don't know where I'll be going before I get there. Sometimes I get a plane ticket to my next destination a few hours before I'm about to get on the flight, or a day before. I really don't know. But what I do know is that every time I've given up a comfort, a familiarity, I have gained so much more introspection. Okay, like you wouldn't even believe the introspection I have gained when I reflect back on my life, on just how marvelous it is. So friends, I want to tell you something. If you are in a place in your life where you don't know what the fuck is going on, your situation is not feeling good in your heart, in your spirit, in your energy, in your aura, just know it's going to be okay. But first, you got to be a good person, right? Like, if you're watching my videos, it's 50-50 chance that you're a really great person and you just want to be better. And the other chance is just you a hater. You want to watch me, talk shit about me. And that's cool. You know, all news is good news, right? I love you. You spending your energy, and I'm going to educate you thinking about me. I don't think about my haters. I pray for them and I wish them love and light. But hating on somebody, I'm going to tell you something. When you hate on somebody and you have negative intentions and negative thoughts, right? That's a bad energy. That's a low frequency, and it's a low vibration, and it creates dis-ease in your body. You can kill yourself. You can kill yourself by being stressful and having angst and all that, like jealousy and negativity inside of your body. You can kill yourself. So be mindful, friends. Be mindful of your thoughts. I'm telling you, like, I love you. Everybody that got negative intentions and negative thoughts about me, let me send a little love your way, because you obviously need it if you thinking in a not great way. Okay, my energy is up. My skin looks flawless. I'm 41 years old. According to my birth certificate, I look amazing. I feel amazing because I do amazing things. I embody awesomeness. Okay, I'm a great person. Despite what anybody think about me, I don't care, because we already know who the one judge I care about. Let me remind you, it's God. It's God, okay? Thank you, God. Thank you for my life and my existence. The only thing that matters is how you feel about you, okay? And what's currently going on in your life. And if you're holding on to something that is not serving you, that's not making you feel amazing, you need to release that. I promise you, as scary as it may seem, as scary as it may feel, it is for your own benefit to release this stuff. When I left Tennessee, what is 2025? A year and a half ago. When I sold my house, gave away all my furniture, children were settled, I had no idea where I was going. I was like, what the fuck am I about to do? Where am I going? I had my suitcases packed and I didn't know where I was going. I spent the last week in the States with my son, took him to Disney World, because that's what you do when you about to bounce. You take your children to the most magical place on earth. That's what they say. The most magical place on earth is really within you. But Disney is a okay brand. And so after my son was picked up by his dad, I went back to my room. I laid down on the bed, or sat in the bed, and I asked myself, Chanel, love. But at the time, I was going by Chanel. So that's actually accurate. Where do you want to go? You can go anywhere in the world. Where do you want to go? I was a little afraid to ask myself that question. Like, oh my God, I could go anywhere. Where can I go? What should I do? Bali popped in my head. It was like, oof. I was a little afraid, but I was like, Bali. Ooh, Bali sounds real nice. Like, I've been there before. Bali is actually beautiful. They got great food. The people is friendly. So I purchased my ticket for the very next day to go to Bali. I was still scared shitless, but I felt a little more confident, right? And when I reflect back on that time, it's kind of like being tense when you say you go into a new school, a new high school, and everybody's new there. If they're what do you call that, a freshman. It was like I had this tenseness about me when I was traveling around the world at first by myself. But then I had realized, I don't know where along the way that tenseness that I was walking around with had left me. I had released all the stress. I had released all that old judgment of myself. The judgment I was carrying at first was, oh my God, what is people going to think about me? I'm traveling around the world and I left my son. And then it was like, I don't give a fuck what nobody think about me. I'm having a great time and I'm more connected to my child more than ever. We have really close conversations thousands of miles away. Thank you, God, for cell phones, okay, for that sense. Thank you, God, for FaceTime. And it's like when I somewhere along the line, it's like I stopped giving a fuck about what anybody think, because don't nobody take care of me but me and God, right? And so the stress had been released from worrying about the thoughts of others, because again, nobody thoughts them bought any of my tickets and paid for any of my resorts or any of my anything. So it's a joke to sit here and waste my energy thinking about stuff like that. So sometime that had been released, and amazing magical moments have been created ever since. And I'm sitting here in this awesome swing looking at the ocean, right? And the wind is blowing, the rain is coming down. The staff at this retreat is just so nice. They walk around with umbrellas like, you need some shelter or whatever. I'm just like, this is life. This is life. And it's so good. And it's so fulfilling. And had I not made a single decision on my own happiness and my own well-being, I would have never known this life. I would have never created this existence, And it's like letting go of the shit we be holding on so tight to. Oh, friends, you don't even know how good it is to open your hand to receive so much more stuff. Despite what the enemy tries to do, no weapons formed against me shall ever prosper. No weapons formed against me shall ever prosper. And I reclaim back all my energy. I love myself. I protect my energy. And I am so grateful to know this about myself now, that I can heal myself, loving on myself, not caring about no one else and their thoughts. If it's a negative intention, like that don't concern me. Let me tell you, let me wipe my shoulders off. Let me wipe these shoulders off. You see how great these arms look? Do you see how great this girl hair look? Like, come on. Come on. Like, nothing's going to get me down but death. And I ain't even afraid of that. Okay, friends? Life goes by in an instant. It goes by so quickly. And we're supposed to be here living our best life every moment of the day. And what I have learned is that we cannot be fearful in going after what makes us feel amazing if it involves not even being in situations that we used to be in, right? I used to be so many different versions of me. The one that used to color her hair all the time when I was in high school. I was like a super huge comedian, super sarcastic version of me, super indecisive version of me, super unhappy version of me, super fake version of me, wearing a mask to where people don't even know who I am. I could be having the biggest smile plastered on my face, super broke down inside, and nobody even know, because I don't even feel comfortable around the people that I'm with. You know what I'm saying? Like, that fake. And I had to release all that. I had to release all that to gain a better understanding of who I am. And that took a lot of inner work. It took a lot of inner strength to believe in myself, to know that I can create a reality that's more uplifting for my own well-being. And I'm just so grateful. I'm sitting here today, this morning, I had a little, a crying spell, because I cry, y'all. I cry all the time, on camera, off camera. It's not always a bad cry, but it's like when I'm in my head too much, it's like God be like, calm down, like we doing too much. The same stuff I be talking to you, I gotta tell myself, Chanel, love, remember, be in right now. Be in right now. Don't be in tomorrow. Don't be in next week. Don't be anywhere but right now, and everything is going to be just fine. I am so grateful to have peace within myself. It was not that long ago that I couldn't even sit still. I could not even sit still. Like, talk about major attention deficit disorder, that sitting down for a long period of time without having to touch, organize, fix, straighten up some shit was like an impossible thing for me to do. Right. I know. Like, that was not a thing for me a couple of years ago. And now when I sit down, I'm like, let me take it in and let me take it all in, because that's how I realize, I swear, when I say 20 years went by and I don't know where they went, that's because I realized every moment I was always doing something. Like, no wonder I couldn't sleep and stuff. And it's like, damn, why am I so busy all the time? My mind was so wound up. Y'all know that? It's like some type of commercial, the Energizer Bunny, like going. That's how it used to be in my head now. Like, that's how it used to be. That's how come I couldn't rest, because my brain was like always on the process, especially at nighttime. But now I'll be looking at life, and I'll be trying to like close my eyes. Yo, that's impossible. Once you wake up, you can't go back to sleep again. And I just be looking at life like, oh my gosh, let me just enjoy these minutes, and let me enjoy these moments, because it's going by so fast. The more I go deep, the more like scary it can be. But I don't allow myself to go into like a fearful mindset because of the state of the world. I just come up here, try to inspire, uplift, share love and light. I know how it feels to be lost. I used to be lost. Now I'm found. And there's hope. There's so much hope, right? We gotta believe in ourselves. Like, to be hopeless is crazy. To be hopeless is crazy. And there's a lot of hopeless people in the world. And that's sad. That makes me want to cry. When people feel like, well, this is what life is, and this is just how it is. And it's like, why you think that? Why you think that you got to settle for anything? Why you think you got to settle for some shit if it ain't making you happy? Like, that's crazy. There's a person on YouTube that I watch, and he says something, and I think it's so funny, because that's like a new perspective. I love new perspectives. And he be like, when life give you lemons, say fuck them lemons. Because before it'd be like, well, if life give you lemons, let's make lemonade. Fuck that. I don't want them lemons. I'm going to the farmer's market. I'm gonna go get some oranges, and I'm gonna make orange juice. I don't want no lemons right now. Who said I gotta have lemonade? Right? Like, ding. It's just a new perspective on how we see life and how we experience life. And that's what I try to offer friends when I get up here and I talk to you, that if we're going through something, you're amazing too, honey. I love you. And I had a dream about you, or a situation. But I'm going to leave it at, I'm not going to, yeah. Everything I'll be talking about, I've experienced for myself firsthand, right? And because I'm a human being and I speak to other people, family members, friends, complete strangers, a lot of people have the same situations, right? We are all faced with the same things. There's a beautiful woman that I spoke to that was at the retreat who's from Israel. Guess what? The same thing she's experiencing in Israel. Every country that I've been to, everybody is experiencing the same kind of thing, just in a different language, just with a different culture, and that's okay. So I just like to come up here and be like, all hope is not lost, friends. All hope is not lost, okay? We got to start with us. I had made a video a long time ago talking about be the change you want to see. This is how you change hopelessness, is that you be what you want to see. I want to see a clean area, I go pick up trash. I want niceness happening, then I'm gonna just be a nice person, and nice things happen to me all the time. I am so grateful, and this is what changed my life, and obviously me connecting and having a wonderful relationship with God the Creator, like, right? There's no explanation I need to give for that. It all has to do with finding out who you are inside again. I'm so grateful when I retired from the military. I'm so grateful because it made me lose my mind. Like, I literally was losing my mind all to myself. I was losing my mind, sitting in a home with my family, and nobody knew that I was forgetting who I was. I had to remind myself what my name was, when my birthday was, where I was born, where I grew up. This is the shit I had to remind myself because I was literally losing my mind. My identity had been shattered, right? And then I would always say, I feel like I'm in a twilight zone because the paradigm had shifted and everything seemed confusing because all the stuff that I did know wasn't true anymore. And it made me question everything. And so because I was losing my mind, I had to go find myself again. It made me see things differently. And what the major result was, what I was projecting was all false, and it was all fake, and it was all to please other people because I was trying to fit in societal norms and try to shrink myself to be like everybody else. But I ain't like everybody else. I was born to different parents than everybody else. I was raised in a different way. I grew up a different way. I'm exactly not like everybody else. So why in the world am I trying to fit in and be like everybody else? That time is up. That time is over. I ain't playing that game no more. The only game I'm on is life and living it to the fullest and loving myself in the most magical ways and dreaming the biggest dreams and having the best life I can freaking imagine, right? And I thank God for every minute of it. And I had to release things that no longer serve me. Friends, this is why I'm telling you how you change your life. You release the things that do not feel good. The continuous up and down cycles of a relationship and trying to make it work. No, that's not love. Love don't feel like that. You know how come I know? Because when I learned to love myself, I was never on an up and down roller coaster no more. I just love myself. I love everything about myself, right? Everything, even the flaws about myself. I just love me. There's no up and down in that. It's just all the way up loving me, okay? When you realize what feels right and lights up your soul, then you know that's for you. When you don't feel good, when you feel afraid, when you feel scared, when you feel anxiety, when you feel stressed out, when you feel unhappy, look at all the things I just named. All that stuff doesn't feel good, okay? If you're feeling fearful, those are not good feelings. Those are things that you should be exiting the building on and not even dealing with that anymore. And I'm going to say it, I don't know how many people, because I did this, stay in relationships for the sake of the kids. And the kids is feeling all your bad negative energy because you're fighting all the time. You're making up to break up once a week. This is what's happening. You're doing a great detriment to the children. Okay, you will be better off separated, healing, loving on yourself, showing your children a positive way to be with yourself, that it's okay to be single for a little bit. You ain't got to be going from relationship to relationship to relationship to relationship to relationship, because that's showing the kids you don't know how to be alone, for one, which is an unhealthy thing. Like, you don't like yourself, you don't like to be by yourself, you don't know how to chill. Like, show your children a healthy version of what love looks like, and that starts from you. Like, knowing how to walk away. When we are in relationships that are unhealthy, we're showing our children how to stay in the cycle of making things work that just don't work no more. It's okay. I used to eat meat, then I stopped. Then I used to eat meat, then I stopped. You know, like, people change, and that's okay. It's no hate. It's no hate for me. Look, I got nothing but love for my children's father. I ain't up here trying to hate. I speak facts. I don't try to put nobody down. I don't care what anybody think about me. But I want to show my children positive relationships, right? And I had to start by showing them a positive relationship with myself, and being healthy and happy. And that required me to do a lot of inner work, And I am so grateful. I am so grateful. I will forever be the example of what not to do when I learn some shit. I'll tell you. When I learn something, it's like, oh, okay, I got it. Check. I'm gonna keep moving that way. Because I want my children to know, as they grow up in this world, to not be in that same kind of dynamic. I don't want them to grow up to be narcissists. I don't want them to grow up to be womanizers. I don't even know what the female version of what that looks like. Because, I'm not targeting men. I'm just saying I want them to see happy, balanced, stable, like, people. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that starts with them. And I'm all about healing. And what that looks like for me is going to look different for other people. Okay. My healing. Oh, my nose keeps running. Okay. Yeah. My healing takes me all over the world, and I am so grateful. Your healing could take you right home. It could take you to the gym. It could take you to find a personal trainer. It can take you to a therapist. It can take you to whatever it looks like for you, as long as you focus your attention on you. My internet is now being disrupted often after this whole message, but I'm gonna just stop it right here. You're amazing, magical, spiritual beings, here to have the most joy-filled human existence. So do that for yourself, friends. Have a magical, magical, magical day, okay? Full of love and light. Thank you for watching. Bye.